We're pogging? We're swarming? Oh. Then the server just repopulates itself all at once. Fall Guys? Fall Guys? Fall Guys? Bomb? We're swarming? We're swarming? We're swarming? We're pogging? We're swarming? We're swarming? We're pogging? We're swarming? We're swarming? We're pogging?
Okay, I don't get it. I don't feel like getting talk.
Huh? Say it again?
What?
Say it again?
What's going on? Pog?
I heard you.
Yeah, no, Smalls, I was so upset. I was so upset. I tried to BM him. I tried to avenge you.
I don't get why I can't talk.
I have no idea what you mean. I'm very confused.
I was talking to myself. Jeez, why are you listening?
Okay. Jesus
Damn it,
Christ.
didn't work.
Another.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
We're swarming?
We're
I think we're all in it.
We're pogging? We're swarming?
In goblin moods right now.
Mm.
Still in the high.
We're swarming?
Monster.
I can't turn it off. I can't turn it off. We're swarming? We're swarming?
I need a minute to get back in. Jesus Christ.
We're pogging?
So like
We're swarming? We're pogging?
freaking Ozzy. Chrono asked me to kill Ozzy, and I did. He killed me back. Okay.
Can't believe I had Bitcoin assassins in my Mario Party game.
Playing Mario Party. God. What's your favorite Mario Party character? What is your go-to?
Usually it's Luigi. But I do like Shy Guy a lot. He kind of grew on me. If he's an option.
He's not normally an option, but I do really like Shy Guy.
Yeah, if he's ever an option, I usually go for him. Because I just like
I
it.
usually go for the meme. Waluigi.
Waluigi is good, but I like my boy Luigi.
Waluigi for Smash. God damn it.
True
Oh, she's right.
facts. We're swarming? Pogging? We're swarming?
Don't even
We're
ask.
swarming?
I can't stop jumping.
I can't be that word.
I actually just want to play Crab Game music in the background now.
We are
It's actually swarming.
We are talking.
We're pogging?
We are
We're swarming? We're swarming? We're pogging?
Swarming?
We're swarming?
Swarming?
We're
It's
pogging?
tired.
Bomb?
It's
Bomb?
tired.
Bomb?
You're all your
Bomb? 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 Then boiling?
Also,
We're swarming?
this is gonna be like a mean day, isn't it? Because of this.
We are.
We're at least a couple.
Swarming?
We are.
We're swarming?
Swarming?
We're pogging?
Yeah.
We're swarming? We're pogging? We're swarming? We're pogging? We're swarming? Swarming? Pogging? Swarming? Pogging?
Whenever
Swarming?
you like to buy a hat,
I already bought a hat.
Hats?
Never had.
Hats? Hats? Hats for ass?
hat, what?
What?
Pogging?
What?
We're hatting?
Underwear.
Team Fortress 2? Team Fortress 2? Hats? Hats? Team Fortress 2? Team Fortress 2? Hats? Hats? Team Fortress 2? Unsoles? Unsoles?
Wait,
Hats?
Lonnie.
Didn't I say that this is what's happening?
What?
It's Team Fortress 2 all over again?
Wait,
I made your house, Isaac.
Money.
custom hat.
Oh, what's up?
It's the back.
I don't want to be building a basement on my own. It's gonna take too long.
Where did
Okay.
you get some money? Where did you go?
Can you help me with that?
Let me ask you something first.
I have 5. Did you give
Yeah,
me?
Majesty.
I'm pretty sure I gave you a couple gold.
Huh? What? Huh?
Yeah.
Are there any, like, large-scale projects over the swarm that require a specific resource?
Well,
I feel like you should ask Skana for that.
You should also ask. You should ask Scott and Floyd.
Okay.
Have you seen New Windsworth? I'm assuming.
No.
Wait,
I haven't either.
that's good.
Let me get Water.
Hey. They did a lot of work, and I think you'll like it because it's more of a naturalistic design.
Pogging?
We're swarming.
We're swarming?
It's still gonna be
Pogging?
stuck in my head. I'm gonna just say it randomly to myself, and people in my life are gonna look at me weird.
You're swarming? Pogging? So many drowner heads.
You know, I'm just thinking about this. Amani lives in a giant mushroom.
Yeah.
It's like me having a house that looks like a pig.
Well, it's more like the gingerbread meme, you know? The gingerbread man sits in his house, screaming, for he does not know if he is made of house or if house is made of him.
The philosophical questions of our time.
Poor guy.
Now I just wanted Eric to be a character that's a gingerbread man, that's a philosopher that just asks these questions to people. Am I made of house?
Hold on,
or-
I'm having pity.
Thank you. You're leaving me behind in the dust, man.
Well, it's because I'm slightly faster than normal because of netherite, and then she boosts me, so. Look at the tree.
Oh, it looks neat.
That's cool. You hear it?
Oh my gosh, wait, holy shit. Yo,
This thing looks
okay,
good.
that's so cool. This is sick! Oh my gosh, it looks amazing.
Let me show you something. So, let me know if you hear it when we get close to the tree. You hear it?
No,
Wait for it.
I have to turn things up. Hmm?
Nothing?
No.
Ah, sad. There's a conduit inside.
There. Oh. Weird.
it's-
Oh, I don't hear it at all.
It sounds like a heartbeat. So when
Yeah,
you
I
hear
know,
the
but
tree-
sometimes,
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
saying the cool details.
that's clever. Yeah, I see what you mean.
That sounds like a heartbeat.
You know, that's sick. That's cool.
Get someone that installed it. So,
Clever.
hey, Mike.
Okay. It actually starts with an X.
Okay, usually.
Oh,
And you die like every
are you?
like,
Okay, no, okay.
I
thought
did
you-
it, but it has less language.
less language.
Okay, less anger language.
The other tube is upside down. Oh,
I
wow.
see like a particular book series that I also like from the first page.
She's green. Changes colors.
Creative, non-creative color.
What?
Green is not creative.
What's up with green?
It's not a creative color.
Why isn't it creative?
Well, if you take a look out, you'll see a lot
Maybe
of
it's
green.
not more
That's why
creatively.
it's not.
But there's a lot of blue too. But blue is creative.
I don't see a lot of blue. I see more
Look
green
up.
than blue. That doesn't count.
Look down.
Why
Look at
doesn't
your
that
arms.
count?
Is your
That
skin
doesn't
not
count
creative?
either. It is. Yes, that is. Your arm is creative. Your right arm.
Yeah, I
Can I see
made
the
that.
rainbow sheep?
Yeah, and it's
Technically.
blue.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing the zoomies. Oh, hello. I couldn't catch up. Hi. Do you want to
Time
see
is a
the
function of
sheep?
human perception. An illusion created by man.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite book of the series.
Yeah, man. Sorry. Do you not know about that?
No.
It's called
Oh,
Don't
no.
Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Oh,
Oh.
yes. Yes, I do know.
God damn it, Savannah.
I keep trying to press these,
What?
but I know they're just...
It was when I was in good mood.
Why is there abyssal runes? Or this song?
Because I wanted to write something that was secret, but at the same time, it's like, you know. I mean, I'll tell her what it. I can tell you what it means.
Let's see if we can.
Big
No idea.
showers.
You don't need to tell me. Okay, I just got it.
Yeah, it's just it's sensitive, but at the same time not.
I am still not sure which mask looks better on me. I really like this one, but the cat one's kind of cool looking.
Well, at least we can see
No, the bunny one.
Yeah, the bunny.
Actually, it does. I can see it.
It fits better with your color palette.
Yeah, I see it.
You know what matches anybody's color, like no matter what their color is?
The rainbow flower crown?
No, this.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Reminds me of a certain character.
I know, right? I just,
I'm
you
not
know, it
sure
just
who.
reminds me of a certain person.
I don't know.
No clue. That's all.
It's Mario! Wait, no. Toad!
Wait,
Oh, yes.
who? What's that? Is it not a dog?
Fire flower! Toad, it's so good to see you! Give me your best scream!
I can't scream.
It sounded so genuinely sad.
okay!
I don't think I can.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
I think it physically
It's
is impossible
okay.
to scream.
It's okay!
It's
Wait, I
alright.
didn't.
There's nothing wrong with it. I
Okay.
just don't think I can. My
It's
throat
okay!
great.
You're getting better at it, but even in your best mood, you kind of devolve into negative spirals.
I think I understand. Like, I talked to Billy.
Are you writing a book?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I see.
it all
No idea.
evolves from frustration.
Pushing it. So you're not supposed to be little stones. I don't care. I want to push
Like, I need to
People
get past.
People tend to get frustrated when they don't know what they're doing wrong.
Also, when being near Brooks Observatory, he told me he was going to make landmines.
Huh?
The what?
So just be careful when you're near his observatory for pressure plates.
Okay!
I don't know how he makes them, but he said they were dangerous, and that's all he told me. So.
Yeah, I've got an idea about how we might do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't take your side because you were wrong.
No one.
I understand the whole.
Oh my gosh, hide and seek. Hello?
Oh, did you see the rainbow sheep?
No?
There's an upside down one too.
It's an upside down
Two
ring.
upside down ones.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there he is.
There?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there he is. Does the gem thing make them rainbow?
Yes.
Oh.
So does the dinner bone.
Dinner bone flips them, yeah.
Found this earlier yesterday that was crawling on the ground and screaming
Oh
after I
god.
killed it because it was a thing of humanity that needed to be destroyed.
Understood, yes.
It was a crime against all humanity and it needed to be
Great.
destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say something?
Sure.
So, oh my god. Thank you. Cycrest, really? Cycrest, stop.
Private?
Yes, obviously. Tone, dude, come on.
Oof.
No, he's a little, yeah. He's great to hang around with, but sometimes he doesn't understand. He's like kind of like Savant, but less of a mopey. He's more happy. If that makes sense. But Savant has been writing down his emotions and his thoughts into journals. It's been helping him like understand it because it's a different medium. If that makes sense.
Yep.
So the first one he wrote, oh my god, that was hard to read, mainly because it's an incredibly negative outlook.
Yep.
And then the next one I told him, wait until you're in a better mood and write it again and compare. And he got in a better mood and he wrote down things, which it was better. It did have negativity in it, but it was going up and then down and up and then down.
Yeah.
He does want you at some point to read it so you understand him better, but I also told him to only ask you once, and if you say no, to back off. Essentially. So yeah, that's
there is a thing where you write something with the knowledge that someone you care about is going to read it.
Oh. Yeah. I should probably.
I'm never gonna read it.
Yeah. You should probably tell him that.
Yep.
It's gonna suck for him, but it's
It's not gonna help him if he writes it with the knowledge that I'm going to be reading it.
Yeah. I actually didn't think of that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I told him to keep writing, but write for himself, not for other people.
It's his own reference tools.
Yeah. The first page was literally, I like green, but it's not a creative color, by the way. in green text.
God damn it. That's a little bit funny. A little bit.
He also keeps writing in a whistle song. It's very annoying.
Very quiet.
It's called whispering.
They were
Right.
talking
Yeah.
privately.
I know, but they're closer, so they're still whispery, and so I was wondering if we still had to go away.
No,
No.
we're good.
Okay.
We were approaching, and so that means we were winding down the conversation.
Yeah.
Four-leaf clover,
What is your favorite like,
strawberries,
animal?
slice of
Body?
honey like a summer day. I'll stick with you to the wind and the rain. Sweet like honey on a summer night, like a busy bee taking flight. Sweet like honey, sweet like a summer day. Sweet like honey. Sweet like the summer day, sweet like honey, honey, sweet like honey, sweet like a summer day, sweet like honey, honey, sweet like honey, sweet like a summer day. So this oh no.
Zerf.
Supposed to not sing?
This is a DMCA free song.
This damn order of century.
Stick with you to the wind and the rain. Sweet like honey on a summer night, like a busy bee
really?
taking flight. Yes.
I do have a question. Cosmically, do you know if Itsy Bitsy Spider is copyrighted?
I don't think so. It's a nursery rhyme.
I wouldn't think so either.
It's no, Rob's not
Usually.
here. Never mind.
I mean, I can check for you. Hold on.
I looked at it.
I'm sure
DMCA
somebody
checker.
at some point.
I learned who wrote Itsy Bitsy Spider. I learned her name. It was a woman.
Who would have thought?
Wow, actually, I didn't know you'd be able to find out who did that.
I literally just looked up who wrote Itsy Bitsy Spider, and it was.
Yep, not copyrighted. You're good.
That's probably why you made it such an important concert song.
Well, that was actually before everything fell apart. But
You lucky person.
I was very lucky. But a lot of other things I did did not survive. Like, for instance, Once Upon a Dream. Veb's, like, core concept song is, bye-bye.
I remember you told me, you remember you talked on stream about, like, one of the bad endings was her being alone. It's like, no. Yeah.
Here.
Her bad ending is shifted, but
Oh yeah, it's 100%. Because she has connections now.
it's also
Oh,
like
it's probably
personal
worse.
development.
Yeah, but she's a different person. I like unironically imagine year 1 being year 3. How different having a conversation.
Oh man, it'll be interesting.
God, can you imagine a time travel episode of AA where they go back to year 1 and they have to talk to themselves?
I
know time magic's forbidden. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, I know. It's just good. It would be interesting from Vev's perspective because Vev is kind of year 1 is that she was most deeply rooted in her Bugkin heritage, and
Yeah,
then year 2 she was like, nope, I'm just not going to show anything about it anymore. And then year 3 she kind of circled back into like, yeah, I am this culture. Fuck you. Oh, sorry. Fuck you.
What I find interesting is my perspective, at least from it, is that there are actually certain aspects in which she moved forward and moved backward. In that,
Oh yeah,
in that regard.
absolutely.
Yeah, especially like how she handles people with arachnophobia.
Mm-hmm.
Very different. And I'm gonna be honest, I actually prefer the other way, but that's just me.
She
She's a lot less understanding, even if even if it's for herself, essentially.
Well, this is how it is. Is that she can't turn around and bend over backwards to accommodate people who are scared of spiders.
Yeah.
Because she can't do that for everybody.
You can't do that for everyone. That's understandable, though. Like, to me, I don't know, this is more of a personal thing for me, is that if someone has such an extent of like a disorder that is a physical response, then I'm a lot more accommodating versus someone who just like freaking Lance screaming once and then getting over it.
Well, it hits a little bit different when it's them pulling a knife and trying to kill you.
Yeah.
When you're just trying to protect them.
Well, yeah, but that's
a little bit.
Literally that's literally the response that people have to IRL spiders or to IRL anything that.
Here's the thing.
Dogs.
Here's the spider.
You know.
If
I'm sorry.
This is gonna be a little bit dodgy, but imagine if it was like someone having a phobia with an actual race in real life. That is basically the similar vibes. But because we are turning it to spiders, there's that separation. Where it's just like, oh, well, it's spiders. It's an entity. It's not a person. It is not a people. That is why it usually...
To be fair, with that discussion, you at least what I heard, maybe I don't remember the exact conversation as well, but the one she had with that character, the thing that she had a problem with was asking to transform back, not someone pulling a knife. Because if she was like, how dare you pull a knife on me, and that type of thing, and I think a lot more people would be understanding about that. But if she's like, hey, can you not be the thing that makes me literally panic while I'm recovering from injuries right after a battle?
I suppose that's a valid perspective, but it pissed her off in particular, because, you know...
Yeah, I know. Also, the manipulation thing. If you think about it, she was heavily trying to emotionally manipulate her with talking about her father to make her feel bad.
Oh, yeah. But at the same time, it added perspective, and now she's like, okay, though.
Yeah.
It was way more effective than just bending over backwards and being like, oh, I'm sorry, I'll accommodate for your fear, which took way more time. And the hilarious twist of things is that while it is less considerate, it makes people see her perspective way quicker.
It's usually that goes from one extreme to the other, though.
Yep.
Yeah. There is a middle ground here where you can be also considerate, but also validating of yourself.
Mm-hmm. Could be different in it. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Moss? You gonna say something?
Well, I think I like the masks.
Yeah, they're really good. I fucking like them. I love them.
So one more thing before we continue this, I do. It's more of a personal thing for me that how to say this. It is making someone feel bad for something they can't control on either side. Yeah. So it's a particularly shitty thing to do, even though I understand why she did it.
I mean, when you think about it, imagine the perspective that
I understand that.
yeah,
I understand
yeah,
her perspective.
she can technically control it, but the
Yeah.
audacity.
Oh, okay. To be fair, like, yes, I understand the audacity of telling someone, like, hey, can you not be the thing you are for a second? That is, that audacity, but also is a lack of consideration of knowing that someone that has a deadly fear of spiders and then not transforming back when you know that is the case.
I mean, they could have just separated themselves from the scenario.
You're in the town center,
Yeah,
and she works at the inn
yeah.
in the town center. She
She
has
could
to
have
work.
gone into the inn. She could have gone anywhere.
Yeah, but she could have. But she had. That's true. I guess.
She could have pulled
Okay, I
herself
don't
out of
know.
the situation, but she
I
instead chose to.
Honestly, don't know if she didn't try to.
She, I reviewed the VOD because I could now. As she went straight to Misty and said, "Hey, giant hellhound thing, can you make this spider change out? I'm uncomfortable."
I do find that kind of hilarious that she walked to like an actual hellhound that's supposed to be
add to that,
genuine.
she asked Jixie the same thing, and Jixie said just avoid her if you're scared of her.
Also, she went to multiple people. Oh.
Yeah, she went to
Oh.
multiple people.
That's
Jixie
un-
said, I will let her know, but just avoid her if you can't handle it.
Okay, to my understanding, that character's level of phobia was like debilitating, correct? It wasn't like
She was going to attack her. Is what something that was described to me.
that's debilitating. That is something overcoming your own natural process. That's debilitating. That's disorder.
Yeah,
That's,
Jixie isn't like normally don't be a wuss, but if it's something she can't control, like Zed being in her spider form, then there's nothing other than avoid them.
well,
Because if Zed
Yeah.
got injured or something, or if she had a reason to be in the form, there's no
Oh, no,
reason
no.
why she should go back out.
yeah. So let me put it this way: in the battle, Zeb should not have transformed back at all. I'm sorry, avoid her. That is on you at that
Yeah.
point. But after the battle, when everything, there's literally no present reason to be that form. Then
There was
that
no
would make-
wind down time. They didn't know if
It
Fred
was-
was actually
No, I
gone
can
yet.
say as someone who was there was barely any wind down time.
Yeah, there was-
We don't know when someone
No,
was
no,
shot,
the
when
battle
someone
wasn't
was
even
shot.
like really fully over. People were like
It's
only
complete.
just like validating that like Vev like literally just changed back when she was like, okay, I think the threat is gone, and then she was immediately bombarded with it. She's like, what?
Okay.
All the way to the end of the session, nobody knew if the guy who had a gun who shot someone in the face was still dead or not. So,
Okay. That is different than I thought it was, because I
Yeah.
thought that everyone was understanding that
No.
it was winding down, and then
There were still
just
people on
like,
high alert.
and Bev was just hanging out in spider form because she wanted to, and it got annoyed that someone told her to transfer
No,
back.
Dixie was healing
no.
all the way till the end of that session. She never
Okay.
stopped healing people.
Okay. I still stand by some of my regards, but I do think it's a lot more understanding now.
I will say this though, it was way more effective.
Yeah. Okay.
She
I had this conversation with Sabai.
Because now whenever
Where-
she sees Vev actually in her spider form, she actually reacts incredibly different. So in a hilarious way, she helped her. So
okay?
smile.
Because you did the thing you were supposed to do. It wasn't the manipulation, the emotional manipulation. It was making her see you as a person, which is the thing that you're supposed to do. The effective thing, though, is the same thing conversation I had with Frickin' Savak, where he thought that like he wanted to murder people. This is back when he didn't have emotions. And I'm like, yes, that's the most effective answer, but it's not the right answer all the time. Yeah. It's,
The manipulation made her see her as a person too, though.
yeah. The problem is that she's learning the wrong lesson, or she's thinking
She
from that interaction.
she actually wasn't deliberately trying to manipulate her. It was more so a moment of, okay, you know what, fuck it, I'm standing up for myself for once because fuck this.
What made me think of that, though, was the conversation she had after in the inn, where she brought up the fact that you did say like, oh, I made her feel bad, or like I was.
She was aware that she was causing hurt feelings.
Yeah.
but she wasn't, how would I say?
She wasn't trying to trick them, I guess is a way to say it.
No,
Well, it's
she
not-
was trying to
it's
make
not
them
trick.
see and
Well, I'm
understand
thinking
her
manipulate.
position. That
Well,
was
okay. So
what she was trying to do.
what I mean by manipulation is presenting correct information in such a way to lead to a conclusion.
Gotcha.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then I'm manipulating you right now, man.
Well, yeah, everything's manipulation.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. But I mean that she was intentionally doing that. Me having a conversation with Smalls here is just talking. It's just a thing. But yes, our presence of minds, our conversation, our personalities are shaping each other.
Your current goal is to have a very pleasant impression upon Smalls,
Yeah.
which is manipulation.
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
just here.
Also,
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Hi, I'm using you as a...
my current goal is to have a pleasant association with everyone that I can have.
Mhm.
That is actually most people's current goal, unless they're a very particularly weird person.
I guess, whenever I have this conversation about manipulation or what is or isn't manipulation, I usually, when I say that
Yes,
someone
sir.
is being manipulative or using manipulation, truly,
it's a
it is
negative.
because people are using it in a negative
Negative
way.
context.
Like they're trying to fool you, they're trying to give you harm
Yeah.
in some way or another.
Okay, so the reason that I said that about Fed is that my understanding, at least the post conversation, what I got that from was that she was purposely doing that. Is that she wanted her to feel that in order to see a perspective in that way. She's like, I want you to feel this way. I'm going to make you feel that. I'm going to tell you my sob story, and so you feel bad about this. Feel bad about how you told me to transform back.
I don't know anything about this event because I was too busy making sure vampires didn't eat
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
valid.
That's 100% valid. Good job.
No one was a
They
snack.
were both hungry and upstairs, and I'm like, alright, blood drive. Give me blood to give them, please. I don't want them to eat someone.
Nodders.
Well, made me start watching Victor a little bit because I watched like 2 of his episodes. Was literally the time where he got random. I don't know if you know this. It was like 4 weeks ago, so I'm not gonna say it now. I just my mind went nope. It was he had a blood incident with his eyes. Like his eyes turned red for a bit, and people freaked out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, you had a conversation with him? Like, yeah, he knows that. Never mind. Yeah. I'm so terrified of meta.
Well, I mean, even if we find out, we're not gonna meta it.
I know,
It's the
but unconscious
subconscious.
meta. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have no idea. We tested it. Like, you know what we did? She knows, but like, Smalls, do you know what we
I
did
will
with our
say,
faction?
this: people who are a little bit closer to being like actual veterans are much better at
Yeah, no.
staving it off. But
Yeah, but what we did with our faction is that we wanted to see if anybody would meta, unconsciously or not. So we didn't tell anybody we were in a faction when our colors changed. 5 people
Oh.
to me, calling me a faction or made reference to us being a group, even though they had no knowledge of that type of thing. Unconscious meta is super insane. Like God, when you
Are
see
you
it,
talking
like
about like the well, we're out of character, so the nameplates, like the yellow?
yeah.
Oh,
They-
I
they-
actually
in
think
character-
they
I
also
don't know
met
what
who was the leader.
character.
I'm a faction leader.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I am. I'm a leader of the Adventurers Guild.
Yeah, the only thing I've heard is of you mentioning to.
oh hey, Mopar! Thank you so much for the 26 months Twitch Prime sub. That's so long.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you so much.
Great. I was
Also,
wondering
anonymous
if
gifter, whoever you are, you're such a kind heart. Thank you.
You're a veteran, so it's you did it. Yeah. Well, so we tested that and we found that a lot of people like that was me. That's how I proved to myself
Well,
unconscious
actually,
meta.
I asked this before. Nameplates are canon, aren't they?
Our canon, but you don't have an association with the color. It's not like you look
Oh,
at this
okay,
and
okay,
go
okay.
like,
I had to ask that because the
Yeah.
there is like a
Yeah.
secret place
Oh.
in Smolderon, and I was like,
we're out of
do
character.
people know?
Sorry about that.
Yeah, we're good. Sorry. We should
I'm
have
sick.
character.
Yeah, this is a very interesting conversation. I will say this though, it is the lack of nameplate, nameplates are canon. It's confusing because I don't know what it literally means. Because I don't know if I can see floating.
It means you
above
can
here.
use nameplates
Yeah.
for location seeking.
I guess the proper way to say that, I don't know if it's correct or not, but like nameplates are canon knowledge.
Ooh.
Yeah. The only only thing I was curious about it being for is seeing people through walls and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually valid. The reason for it
Yeah.
is because we can't control it, or we couldn't before. We're gonna be disabling nameplates outside of teams, so that's gonna be sick.
Oh, nice.
And then I'm gonna offer like a class change for everyone who is a rogue.
I have a question. Can you see someone through a wall normally?
I mean, can you?
Well,
I can't, but I'm saying can. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I'm asking.
Oh, you
Can
hit the
you?
L.
if you're
bird.
presently
Oh, okay.
TM, you sense them. But once we have like nameplates disabled for people outside of
Okay.
teams, then you won't be able to do that anymore.
Okay. Oh, wait, did that command work? Did you send that to MJ?
I told MJ to do it however the fuck you're supposed to do it. He knows how. He knows how because, you know, he's God and he's awesome.
Yeah.
So that'll be a
Just
thing
make the
that'll
tweet
happen
sound.
eventually.
I need
Make
a
this
puff of
week.
his head.
What?
That one. Yeah, there you go. I want him to follow people around and make the tweet in and out sound.
I'll do that.
That's pretty good.
You know, I RP'd. I did this and RP'd in front of the pizza boys. They gave me breadcrumbs. It was great.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're
Alright, anyway, card away.
conversation's over. Yeah. Card away. There you go.
What?
Look at the bird. Oh, the bird just got hit by pheromones.
Dumb bird.
Yes, who? Why don't you just fly, bird?
Oh,
Sneaky.
fat. I don't know if you can.
You're right. It is
It's
a
a
little
chunky
fat.
bird.
It is a chunky.
I'm honestly
Heck,
surprised
birds.
someone has tried to kill it yet. That's usually what happens when people see tiny things running around.
Fair point. Wait,
Not if you're an
well,
inchling!
I know. I was gonna say, what about the queen?
She bites back, so.
Yeah, that's
Fair
fair. All the inches biting back, including myself. I was smaller, so yeah.
How is it being big?
It's different. It's different.
Oh, yeah. Are you gonna grow any bigger? Or is that like your normal size now?
This is what we are normally as shrimpkin, so I think I'll stay like this. If I get bigger, that's concerning. I'm supposed to just stay at this point.
Once you go up, you're suddenly bigger, and then you have to find a big, small, to make yourself smaller, and then you're back to an inch.
It's so much more effort. I don't think there are ways of shrinking in this world. The only ways I've seen is regeneration. You have to reverse regeneration without killing yourself.
Because I learned the process of curing suffocation.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weakness and a golden apple.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think weakness is used?
Weakness is used probably to weaken the actual infection itself, and then the golden apple makes it easier to.
Why
cure.
doesn't
Kind of
that?
like when you're curing a normal disease. When you're curing a normal disease, you're giving yourself the disease. A small part of it.
Okay, my
You're
question
getting
to
used
that
to it.
would be, why doesn't the weakness also weaken the normal body
It most
along
certainly
the
does.
rest?
It does both
Yeah.
at the same time, but
Well, if it's,
Welcome!
if it's losing to the virus, not make the virus worse. Because it's an even playing field at that point.
Who?
You.
Sup, bitch. I'm the apex predator. Oh shit. Oh shit, I crashed! Sag. Sag, I crashed. Shit. Karma. God damn it. This is why I just use /kill. Can't believe it. Ah! Damn it, I see armor.
Yeah, there.
Hey.
Oh,
Oh, of course I'm fine. Where's that fucking owl?
right here. Oh.
Come here, you bitch.
You know he's gonna lose. You see
Huh?
that?
What?
I don't know if cosmically want to kill him if he has Guy's foot on him. Because he.
Then you better fucking run.
Yeah, the cosmic commanded.
I mean, I did that to the sheep, even though I knew cosmically it was a certain someone.
So close to death.
Oh, it's advanced. Oh, I see it.
No,
Delicious.
I'm assuming he put I'm assuming he put it away. He's that dumb. Or how was that? Someone did it.
Whoa, it's a bird.
There you go.
Wait, I don't think that was a bird. That
This
didn't
is my prey.
It was definitely a bird.
Yeah, it was a bird?
Bird has a
100%
bird.
a bird.
What?
Yeah,
What
yeah,
happened?
bird.
Oh, good morning.
What happened?
For some
Hi.
reason, you're-
I got
you're-
prey. Stupid that fucking bird.
Yeah, look at that stupid
Poor thing.
bird.
Well, unless you're gonna, I suppose, eat it.
Oh,
My
I guess
turn.
not.
Yeah,
Are you
I
showing
believe
off your
there's-
armor?
wait, hold on. I don't have a thing. There's its bones. Hold on. Trying.
God damn it, Monty.
Oh,
You took the
I'm
bones.
sorry. Here you go.
That's it.
Bones, I
Whoa.
I mean, I did get new armor recently, so
What kind of armor did you get?
a shiny leather armor.
Oh.
Queen? You good?
Okay.
Are you
Bones.
showing it off still?
You're staring at the
Oh no,
ground.
sorry. Hold on. Wait,
You're
I'm
staring at the
fixing,
ground. I see.
I'm fixing something. Hold on. I need to fix my armor.
It's delicious.
Oh,
She's eating the bone marrow.
Actually, I just got back from a.
wonderful.
Actually, recently I just got back from a trip, and there's some cooked rabbit here for anyone who wants it.
Oh,
That guy's got it.
I guess it's theirs.
it's mine
Yes,
now.
It's item roulette.
Jesus Christ,
Oh,
that's
yes,
so
the
loud.
Metaphysical corpse is right here in my hand. Yes. It's been stripped clean and no more bones in it. Yes.
I mean, that was their kill.
It's a skin, not just pelt, whatever.
I mean, birds don't have pelt.
I said skin. That's
I
what I
don't
meant.
want that.
They technically also have skin. Do they? Yeah, they do have skin.
So wrong.
They have
I want
feathers.
that.
Yeah, feathers.
Feathers.
Let me just put
Yeah,
this in a very
Have
important
skin.
place.
They
Hold
just
on.
have feathers stuck out of their
Hold on.
muscle.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Hold on.
What?
Oh.
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 Come on.
Okay.
There it is. Oh yeah, I forgot the name of this box. It's kind of sad.
That's really depressing.
Oof.
Wait. What? That's a neatly named box.
I know. I put everything in it. Everything information related in it.
Mm.
Mm.
It's kind of smart.
Yeah.
You know, everything where you need it. Whew. Speaking of which, I hope every.
Out.
Oh,
I was showing the queen. I was showing the queen the tree. And
oh, the tree I grew. Yes, I hope she.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yes, there's a bigger one if you want to
There's
see
a
it.
bigger one?
Yeah, I grew it.
Yeah. Oh, is
Let's
it
see it.
is it done?
It's not done, but it's halfway done.
I'll go look at it for now.
Okay. Yeah, the bigger trees this way if you don't want to follow me.
Okay.
Follow.
You trying?
Yeah, there was one of the vines that go all the way up, and I can't jump off vines. So I was like, okay, I have to go to the other one.
Shit, I got it wrong. Oh, this is
This-
it.
Yeah, it's growing.
It's around halfway up the trunk. I still need to build the other half of the trunk. The other half of the leaves. Really. You can. She's the right one.
It's kind of weird sight to see anyone into the tree. It's kind of freaky just watching people sink into
So
the tree.
that you don't need.
Have you ever watched a book film thing?
Yes. Oh,
Oh,
there she is.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey. So yes, it's not quite done. I might be able to finish it by metaphysically tomorrow if I have enough leaves, because I don't have enough leaves. I need a double chest. No, I need 2 or 3 double
Leaves.
chests worth of leaves.
Leaves.
You already
Yes,
commissioned my. You already commissioned my company for something else, but you're not commissioning them for leaves.
I mean, I tried.
No.
I tried.
It has to be at least a little fun. It can't be that debilitating.
Okay.
Soul
I
sucking.
I mean, I already I have 1 double chest worth. It should be enough to get me started at least. And then I'm going to terraform this a little bit, turn it into a orchard. Like that's the flat stuff over here. A beautiful tree orchard of all the fruit trees and such. The roots even like go underground stuff. If you go underneath the platform, you see the roots like reaching underneath and stuff.
Honestly, if you want to make a huge tree, you can make roots that are waterways.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about that. It's like next tree I'll go. I already have some of the ideas. Next tree.
I remember this place. Remember this spot.
Oh shit! The forge. That forge.
I remember this spot.
I have no idea. That's Horrocks. He's apparently. Okay, step
You know
forward.
where-
Apparently,
Do you know where to throw it?
the white block. The white block. Did it work? Ooh.
I've been down.
I don't know either. Hold on. I think it's up here.
Wee.
I have it.
I wonder if I can.
Yes. Oh, nope. Oh.
Damn it.
Oh, that's in the dropper.
Yeah. Oh, it's in there.
Let's go all the way down. Since you have. Wow, it is much more finished. Yeah.
With regeneration, do you think I could?
No.
Yes. Well, it depends on the level of regeneration. Technically, there is a level.
Three.
But I don't know if you can get it.
3?
You can't get 3, but I can.
Yeah.
3?
For now.
I mean,
Test it.
technically, golems can get regeneration 4.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, they can.
If they eat a netherite block.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
What was it? Regeneration 4, absorption 4, strength
What?
4.
Oh, secrets. Two goals for a reason.
I mean, I'm just rambling off all fours. Everything is four.
Yeah.
So this is where you scoop out the lava and you snap it on the thing. You
Yep.
start ramming, right?
This is where I do it.
I mean, if you want to make a quick iron sword to demonstrate that it's between your abilities, there's that.
Alright, see what he can do.
Okay. It's true.
So iron this one.
I got iron.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Stay out of water.
Here we go.
Regeneration 3. That's not
Should be enough.
6.
Oh,
Do
six.
you have wood? Yeah.
Queen. Americans stay out of water as long as they have pheromones.
Look, I'll make sure that you don't become a dry fish stick.
I hope I can get my armor repaired soon.
Huh? What?
Oh no.
Why?
I was just gonna get my.
I know you can adapt, but why?
Oh. I'm slightly concerned.
She can adapt.
Oh,
But then that just
I
starts.
also
Why?
drank a potion.
Okay.
By the way, have I told you the ridiculousness of potions?
No?
That's ridiculous.
I can extend a potion using redstone. Then I can extend it because I'm a cleric. And then
Yeah.
the time of it being extended will be doubled because I am cosmically a witch.
Yeah.
My fire-resistant potion lasts an hour.
What?
You know how long my
16 minutes with redstone. It's 32 minutes with the extended, and then it's 60 minutes with the witch.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
yeah. That's
I'm
supposed
going
to.
to have this for an hour.
Holy
I mean-
shit.
I mean, that's amazing.
Okay.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
But I
Okay.
don't really get many other buffs other than potion good. Potion good.
Push.
Very good.
Oh shit.
Okay. Very good.
Very good.
So essentially the come on. So the process is essentially heating the metal to as high as it can go and then slowly cooling it over time using lava, obviously. So what you do is that since I am heat resistant or fire resistant, I can actually mold the metal using my hand.
It's like Play-Doh to you.
I don't know what Play-Doh is, but there's a thing called clay.
That's what I said.
Yes. Play-Doh. Yes, clay.
Play-Doh.
Play-Doh.
Play-Doh is what I said. Are you dead?
Play-Doh.
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 So what do you do? So as you slowly cool it, it actually becomes harder and harder, but you use that process to slowly shape it while you're keeping in mind the temperature. So you can make it any shape you want. You do technically still need tools for certain things, but with the hands you can actually get a more fine shape. Because your hands are a lot better tools than, tongs.
See, that's actually really interesting. I've learned something today.
You want an iron sword? Anybody?
I can't use a sword.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do as one tiny person did should have done a long time ago. Toss it into the fire.
Okay.
How far does this go? Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, it goes far. You should probably come back.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm trying. It's a bit difficult.
What sucks is that these aren't source blocks, otherwise I would have picked up with lava, but
Oh.
it would have ruined
That's a lot. How far down is it? You
no
know
idea.
what? Let's go on a journey.
Oh no. Oh god.
I'm with you.
I'm fine.
And
Just
How far in does it go?
dude,
it keeps going.
A good 7 plus.
Ow.
that's
hold on.
Okay, or
Hey. I think we hit a wall here.
yeah, you're not moving.
Where are you at?
I-
Here.
Please stay in this location, otherwise it's gonna be very hard to find.
I'm here. You can see my teeth.
Yeah, yeah. I wish I could cosmically see in lava. This would be a lot easier.
I don't know who got it.
I wish you could see in lava with my eyes because it looks super good.
Did you get the potion?
Nope. Oh wait, I did.
Oh, I tossed it.
Let's go. Let's go.
Just don't drop
so-
anything.
If you want, I can show you the process. If anybody wants to make a fire resistant option, they can teach it to them.
Oh god,
So
I'm
much
dying.
lava.
I will be the
dying.
anchor.
Is up to learn, but
So you know where to swim up.
How do you feel about sculpting? Please go to a conduit.
After clean so I don't need to.
Why live in
Perfectly
suffering?
fine.
Come on. Just in case.
I don't need that. You can keep it. And that's a
No, no.
potion of night vision.
Idiot.
That was a potion of night night vision. Have water breathing.
I mean, I'm
You
personally
think it's
always
gonna be a
willing to
potion
learn.
of water breathing, but then you drink it.
Actually,
You can just see.
I mean,
Yeah.
you want to go ahead?
Do you
Hey.
know if there's an alcohol station nearby? I can make him water breathing. I should have one in my bag. I'm gonna carry one from
No.
now
I
on.
have a potion of water breathing right here.
Oh, then
It's
keep him with
actually a water breathing.
That was a splash potion. Why not just
Splash.
splash it?
Splash potion of water breathing.
Just splash it down.
If he does it on himself upwards, then it gets the full duration.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
but if there's a
Here,
wall
let-
up there,
Let me throw it. It'll last longer.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Why don't you throw it?
Is it upwards or is it? Oh, there you go.
Oh.
That's
Upwards.
7 minutes of water
or
breathing.
sideways.
Oh, it's 12 for me.
Okay. 5 for me.
There's,
So the
15 minutes for
radius.
It might
The
only
radius.
affect you that long.
Oh,
I see.
16 minutes
I
for me.
wasn't sure. I was testing it
It's
out.
like 1 or 2 minutes.
It's 16 minutes for me.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So it's always.
I think it's whoever
you to
closest
throw
to
it
the
upwards.
center gets more as well.
It's not good to go throw it at the wall. It's no good in a pinch. Like
Well, I am now
tight quarters.
fire resistant for over 30 minutes and,
And you
water
can breathe in
breathing
water.
for over 20.
So does that mean you can breathe in lava? Wait.
Oh no, is he actually going to?
No,
Wait.
no.
No, I'm not going in there, but I was like, how can you breathe in lava? How come you don't need a water breathing potion if, like, in lava?
Well, the fire resistant science
The spaghetti
any
says so.
heat is like negated,
No,
so it's just
but
like air.
no, but
don't know.
even without that, you still don't need to worry about breathing.
I'm not sure.
It's called the spaghetti god says so.
Can I go up? Oh, there's a ceiling.
That was an interesting bit.
Yeah. I do want to show her something though, so I have to
Oh,
take
go
her.
ahead. I won't.
Queen?
I won't.
Yeah.
I won't take up too much of your time. Go on.
Okay. It's up to her actually.
Huh?
Is it
What? Huh?
private?
Not allowed to come?
No.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I digress.
okay.
I don't know.
I thought it'll be after. I thought you wanted. Oh no. Is this? I just realized I wanted to make the earrings. Remember?
Yep.
Teach
I
you.
can't do that in front of other people.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to tell them to leave. Sorry, Monty.
People.
People.
She'd probably be trustworthy, maybe. But.
That's up to you. That's why I said it's up to you.
This doesn't damage me.
Money.
This
It's
doesn't
damaging
damage
you.
me at all.
She. Wait, it needs to. I want to show her something, but requires like a. I want to teach her something, but she's it's private. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Bye-bye!
Aye. people are trustworthy, so.
Less know, the better.
Yeah. I want
Because there's gonna be
constantly,
people who make Freudian slips.
Yes. I wanted to cosmically do this before I had to head to bed.
Oh,
Otherwise, we won't do it again.
true.
Actually, what am I doing? Oh, wait, no. The wormhole doesn't teleport you.
It does, so long as it's on the same plane.
Oh, then I'm lost. No reason then. There we are.
Blah.
Okay, so get off my head. So essentially, like I explained the process before, it requires you to have. Do you have fire resistance on you?
Mm-hmm.
For how long?
I actually can't see that.
If you go to your buff, it should show you. If you have the book up, it doesn't show you. If you know what I mean.
How do
In your
you
inventory.
close the book?
You click the little book icon. There's a little
This-
book icon next to your offhand icon. It's. Do you not see the green book?
Oh. Okay, 10 minutes.
Okay, that's actually.
Thank
just
fuck.
enough.
I hated that. Thank you.
So, since you have fire resistance, what is the materials you want to work with?
Is there a white stone? Or should we just go silver?
There is no such thing as silver, but there is
Or iron.
quartz. Quartz.
Quartz.
Yeah.
Quartz and lapis?
Yeah. I do have lapis on me. There's also polished diorite, which is more of the silvery gray. If you want to look at it, it's up here.
I wanna
It's up
see.
here.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Quartz is like very pale white. It's like an off-white.
I like this one better. Here's a question. Do we make it red or do we keep it with the opposite theme, with the blue?
The reason that I didn't make it your thing gold is because it might scream you, me. Same reason for why not red.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Alright, blue then. Green lapis.
I'm gonna get lapis. I have lapis. Green.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
8 minutes.
Here's lava.
Lava.
Yeah. So essentially, you're gonna be pouring small amounts of lava onto the anvil. Don't actually do that. You know what I mean? and essentially pouring it onto the rock. The rock will heat up over time until when it becomes red hot. Then you take off the lava, and then you will slowly cool it over time while molding it with your hand.
Okay, okay.
It takes the shape that you want. Now, specifically with the lapis, you want to, since it's a dust, like lapis, you heat the lapis too, and you mix them together. Essentially, kind of like clay, like how you mix two colors of clay.
Okay. This is... It's kind of interesting. It feels taffy-like.
Yeah, it tends to be stickier because of the nature of rock. I feel like metal will probably be more of a different type of texture. So we're dealing with two rocks now. Because the one I made you is rock and actually it was double rock also. Yeah. Oh. But I did add the metal into it, which was the iron. Okay, now you need to slowly pull it more.
So you just not touch it?
Cooling it requires air or specifically water, which we would need to have. But we have it here. We have it here because this is a forge that would have water. You know what I mean?
In a cauldron pose.
Yeah, I know, but this is not my forge. This is the company forge. You know what I mean? I need to tell them to get fucking water.
I have water, regardless.
Yeah.
Imagine mixing in mochi broth.
Oh, you could do that if you wanted to.
Why do you sound so amused?
Well, because it would be funny to look at her while that happens.
And probably harm the metal somehow with all the spices.
Probably, yeah, because those would be impurities, and it's not metal; it's rock.
Well, yeah,
Impurities
right, yes.
The impurities will probably change the composition.
Oh.
I don't know if there's enough of it to do that, but if there is, it would do that.
I can't do the big print things that you get, but I can do a lot of pokes.
You went to bed.
Oh. A star. Or at least the best of my ability.
Mm. You know, if you don't want to do a star, or if you're having a hard time with a star, you can also keep simple shapes. So it could be like a simple loop or something.
Star.
Okay.
I
you can
don't.
shoot for the moon.
I don't. I'm probably never gonna have another chance to do this anyway. So I might as well try.
Mm.
Worst case scenario, we put it in a box and we laugh about it every once in a while, and then I try again when we have a chance and once in a blue moon.
Yeah. Technically speaking, I could place a forge in any area, and you can do it any place.
The nether might be a little bit problematic.
Yeah, that
And you would
work.
have to drink.
Yeah. So.
It's rough because whenever you try and add details, it just
The details. So when I made it, I worked a detail into it, which was the dust of the redstone. The details were. It's actually probably easier to work details into stone when it's harder because you can chisel it. Otherwise, you're dealing with essentially what clay is, which that type of technique is different.
making the clay details is much easier.
That's interesting. It's opposite for me.
Well, it's
Also because you have 8 arms, so.
yes. It's harder to make the original shape, but I guess the delicate touch after isn't so bad. I'd imagine others of my kin would be way better at it. I don't actually, ironically, I don't have the best dexterity.
That's why you should do these types of things. It helps. When you don't have the dexterity, doing things that require small, minute movements helps.
I'll try to keep that in mind.
By the way, are you proud? I didn't say the catchphrase for that one, even though it was sad.
Yeah, you did a good job. Oh. You really do look way too good in the Oni mask, though. For real.
I know it's kind of disconcerting when you think about how like it just fits so well. No one even questioned it. No one asked why I was wearing it. They were just like,
Nope.
oh, that makes sense.
It just works. You could probably fit your own tusks through.
Honestly, I should do that. I might ask for a custom one that has the tusks through the mouth.
That's nice too.
Thank you.
I think it's starting
It
to
should
come
be.
together.
Yeah, it is. You are getting the hang of it, though. Your first work is always going to be difficult, but it's a skill, so you keep doing it. Trust me. Once you get to the point where you know the skill and then you're able to express yourself through it, it becomes addicting instead of frustrating.
I should just match what I have in my head.
Oh, that is a hill that you're never going to reach, because your mind will expand further as you keep doing it. You get better, but then you start thinking of better things to do, and it's just going to keep going.
Then I guess I just want it to look nice.
Yeah. Well, you can be satisfied with yourself, especially satisfaction happens in context with what you have done before. So the first one is not going to be as satisfying because you have no context of what it was previously. You're comparing it to me, to someone who's been doing it for way, way, way longer than you. But when you make your second work, you can compare it to the first one. You can be, I did better, and that's where satisfaction comes in.
I guess it's just a mercy that it's bigger than me.
That is true.
It feels like when it's smaller, it'd be a lot harder.
Yeah, making yours was probably one of the more difficult things I have done.
Which is funny.
Yeah.
I guess if there's one good thing about these legs being not exactly uniform is I've got different theoretical breaststroke sizes.
Yeah, technically, that would actually be useful. That's why smiths have different shaped tongs and tools for specific purposes.
And get that out of my hands.
Okay. Is it done, or do you need me to finish it?
Maybe a little there.
Okay. Keep that eye for shapes.
Pattern recognition is my main thing.
Okay. Well, let's let it cool for a bit. Do you have more of the water? Don't quench it yet. I'm just gonna let it air cool for a bit and then slowly quench it.
Yeah, here.
Okay. Well, technically I'm fire resistant, so if it's hard enough, it could technically wear it. But let's wait till it cools a little more. There you go.
Astralful Stars, thank you so much for the 13 months! Full streak too! Thank you so much! That's one heck of a long time. Also, yeah, look at how tiny I am! I'm so tiny!
Okay. It's pretty damn good for your first time. My first one was awful.
Well, I guess it helps having someone help.
That's true. To be fair, my first one was a sword, but it broke on the first swing.
You know, I just have to make mine look nice and hopefully not break in a couple days.
Probably won't. Okay. Now, how do you want to do this? Because it's cold enough for me to wear. Do you want to? Do you want to put it on like you did last time? That you wanted to?
Yes, but I'm not allowed to touch that spot.
I didn't accept. But okay.
Huh? Eh?
I said you could before understanding what it was.
Wait, you did?
Yeah, I told you yes, you could do that before I made your thing. If you remember where we were lying down over there.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Are we on the same page? What do you... Spell it out. Spell it out clearly.
Okay. While we were lying down over there, you asked me if we could... Remember you asked you wanted to taste my blood again. And I said, oh, if you need your earrings. I said, that could happen if you wanted to. But it would have to be mutual. That was me accepting you putting earrings on me.
I took that differently.
How did you take that?
Just the blood thing? I didn't think there was the ear thing. I didn't think that was a thing.
We are very similar, but sometimes we speak different languages. Okay. Now, if you want, I can take you to a symphony. Before I do that, let me get Draconic knowledge so I don't get stuck there.
Oh wait, I can help.
No, it's fine. There's literally a chest full of it, so.
Okay.
Yep, the only thing that you need to do is be a sub.
Huh?
Yeah, I need. Okay.
Yep, you just need to be a sub, and then there's rules on the Discord on how to join in the rules section.
I'm small. Look at how small me is. I'm so small. I'm small. I'm swarming. I'm hugging. I'm swarming. Thank you.
Thank you, I appreciate it very
Lovely
much.
did the place, by the way.
Huh?
I love what you did
yes.
with the place.
You told me before.
Yeah.
I was lucky. I already had these decoration blocks. This I scavenged.
It's not lucky you had Silk Touch, otherwise you broke it, which is the netherrack. No. What do you prefer? In nether or not nether?
Well, if I'm gonna be, biting it, it should probably be in the nether.
Okay, let's go to the nether. Okay. How do you want to do it?
I feel like that's more of a question for you than me.
I would say one at a time, obviously, but also you can get on my shoulder and do it.
One at a time, you say? We only made one.
We did do that.
Yes.
I thought we were missing two. My brain, Jesus.
You just want me to bite you twice.
told a joke. I'm teasing you.
I know when you're teasing me. Most of the time. So, which do you think it'll look better in left or right ear?
Well, let's think about it. You've already got some interest on your left side. Take off your hat.
I'm gonna have to take off both hats. There you go.
Oh, that's right, you have the gold tusk on that side, so maybe... There'd be too much on that side.
I guess the right side to balance that out.
I'm thinking that. Or else we risk it just being sensory overload on the left.
I'm an inchling origin, but I'm a faction leader, so I've got some benefits, namely beating way
That's
faster and jumping higher.
So, how do you want me to go about this?
Technically speaking, the ear is probably the only place you could actually pierce with your mouth. So,
Yes, but like, am I gonna use my hands to steady it? Am I just gonna jump in and bite?
I could technically hold my ear out and then you bite.
That is an option. Less fun, but
I just
okay.
think this is mostly more for you, this process, so which would you prefer?
I don't think I should choose. I'm very greedy.
Yeah. Well, there's good types of greedy and bad types of greedy. But,
It's just a matter of whether or not how much you want to give to me. Because any inch of territory that you present to me, I will take. Hungrily. But I won't take the mile. That's the difference.
okay. In for a penny, in for a pound.
I'm not gonna take the pound, just the penny.
No, I mean for me.
Oh,
The pound for me is, you doing it. The penny is me doing it.
whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah. Okay. You do it.
I'll try not to be too touchy.
Let me know when.
Whenever you're ready. I don't know if this would be a lot or not.
It would be a lot for a moment, if that makes sense.
I probably should bite really hard, shouldn't I?
It depends on how you're biting, because if you're supposed to make a singular hole.
Oh, I should just stab you with a fang then.
That's what I mean.
Aha! I'm glad I asked. Oh, I won't be able to regenerate it afterwards. Or just fix up the hole.
Yep.
You're gonna have to deal with some venom.
All I have to do is go out of the nether and the venom is purged from me.
It's not deadly anyway.
quiet senses.
This might be tingly.
Oh, that's fine.
Trying to figure out the best place to do it.
Well, usually it's the furthest point from your head, or at least a little bit before then.
Oh. Okay, so probably here-ish then?
Yes.
Okay. Ready? No?
Count to 3.
Are you sure?
Yes. 3. And then do it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, and... Oh!
That was... You're not wrong about the tingly.
No. This is awkward. I have to keep the thing in for a little bit.
You have the earring, or I do? Right?
No, you need to give it to me. I realized I'm holding on to your ear, and I don't have any.
There,
Give
there
it,
you go.
give it to me. Okay, hold on. Let me do the quick exchange.
There
Okay,
you go.
hold on.
There you go.
Okay. All right. And the pin.
It's the pen.
Ooh. Give me a cloth.
Okay. You hands you a gold cloth.
Okay, hold on. I need to. Do you want me to do this?
That's why we're here.
Okay, fine. It's gonna guss up your ear a little bit. It's a little bit bleeding outside, so I'm just gonna pressure it.
Okay.
That should be well and good enough. But yay!
That my ear feels very thing right now.
Wait, you feel very what?
Interesting.
Interesting. What kind of interesting?
It feels very strong. It's
Strong?
I don't know how to describe it. It's both tingly, more tingly intense than I anticipated.
So all things even and all, do you also want to drop? Or do you want to wait? Lots of stuff are happening already.
Yeah, I think I'll wait.
Okay,
I'll ask for a job later from you.
okay.
Yeah, you only want to go.
I owe you one. I'm gonna let go of your ear now, and I'm gonna go back up.
Okay. No, that was on purpose. That was on purpose.
Oh.
Look at his ear.
Wait. Yes! Give it to me later. I'm gonna do it better. But yes.
Oh yeah, I did it very quickly.
So, better or worse than you were expecting?
both.
Hmm. There?
It was better because it was pretty simple, and the feeling is actually, in some aspects, not bad, but it's also worse because the tingling was not what I expected. Because I actually didn't know you had. That's what your venom did.
Fufu.
Do you want to stay in another, or do you want to go back to the overworld?
That's a you question, not me.
I can just go in there, purge the poison from my ear, and then come back.
Whatever's easier for you. I'll see you in a
How long
sec.
does that last?
Doesn't matter, just go.
That was interesting.
What
Fun
happened?
fact. Pour water into an area with another portal, it automatically breaks another portal.
You didn't know that?
I knew that, I just didn't realize I was trying to click a chest, and I didn't realize that being inside, like, I clicked another portal instead of the chest, so it just dropped the water. Thankfully I had a flint and steel on me.
Yeah, because of this.
Yeah.
And now you'll be able to cook any merfolk you see without hassle.
Yeah. Problem with the nether is that for some reason you can't have beds. So I prefer to be in a bed.
Oh, look. A bed.
Mercifully, yes.
You can make a better one later.
Problem with this section is that it's kind of hard to hide it. That one is, the overworld is more well hidden than the nether one.
Yep. I'll have to work on that later.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do some netherrack mining and just plug this whole place up.
That'd be kind of dangerous for you, considering what happened the last time when you tried to dig.
Look, I learned my error, and now I'm much more careful. And I don't go in without having fire resistance. So it works out.
Well, technically you don't really need fire resistance, you just have to be specifically more careful with it. So, like, for example, you can dig into the nether, just make sure that you have blocks in your offhand, so if you hit a lava block, you can just place a block there immediately.
Yeah, oh, true. I mean, I also just have to not walk forward while I mine, because that's usually what I do.
Yeah. As I call it, flailing, as people do. That's spelled disaster.
Uh-huh. So, anything wild or crazy happen?
Wild and crazy. I had a pretty chill day, actually.
Well, that's good.
Mostly dealt with faction, but faction's pretty chill right now. Mostly talk to the Kitsunes, because they're usually the people outside of my faction that I talk to. The Kitsune District, so Sagan, Azzy, a couple others.
Mm-hmm.
Watched Whisper build the onsen for a while, which was interesting. Oh, I do know one crazy thing that happened.
Oh?
So, this is actually bad. So,
Oh.
apparently, Kit got severely injured because she flew into like she crash landed and then got like hit by with a zombie and knocked out.
Oh,
So she's currently resting in our clinic.
bummer.
Yeah. But Baylor's looking after her, and I might ask another Silver Lotus member to like come in and also check on her. Here, please.
No. Well, hopefully they have a quick recovery.
They should. They're pretty tough because their skin is severely scaled, so they're also they tend to be well armored most of the time.
Right.
Yeah. So it was probably mostly the fall that got her, not the arrow.
Hmm.
What about you?
Nothing crazy yet. I pretty much just got up and then I was here. Pretty much.
Yeah, John is the same. That's why it's just like a pretty chill day, which is very rare.
Yeah, it's been really slow. Which is pleasant. You know, not having to worry about your people stalking you constantly. And possibly trying to kill what friends you actually do have. That whole thing.
I see if Savak is getting better at leaving you alone.
Mercifully. We'll see how long it lasts.
I did have to tell him. How to describe this? I told him, oh, he seemed intent on giving you the book. I had to like explain to him twice. Not this is before the conversation that we had about it, but like before when I was like, he seemed very intent on giving you the book. So it was just a weird thing to me. That was like, I think his Buckhead thing is still happening.
It might be. He was pretty obsessive even before then. Which, I mean, it would only make it worse, maybe.
What? Do you care if I talk about the book at all? Or
If you want to talk about the book, you can talk about the book.
because
I'm
he
not
talks
gonna
about
ask
you.
about the book.
Yeah. Well, because he talks. The reason that I talk about this is because he was explaining to me how he felt pretty positive most of the time. Because we talk about, oh, you're always so fucking negative all the time, like type of thing, and he explained to me like with other people he's pretty normal and positive, but it's only when he's around us that happens.
So then, he shouldn't be
Yeah.
around us.
Because I know when I read the book, when it's sensed that he's doing something wrong all the time, and then he doesn't know what it is, so it causes just deep-seated frustration because he doesn't know. He just
Well,
wants someone to explain to him, but every time frustrated him that he's not understanding, which is understandable, but also from his perspective, it just makes more frustration.
then the core crux of his problem is that he's trying to be best friends with his boss.
Yeah, that even that sentence sounds like not a good idea.
No.
Which, to be fair to him, though, that was a title you gave him, which,
Yep.
yeah.
Technically, he only has to be my friend. I said best friend because I was overjoyed in the moment of Crumbs being killed.
Yeah. I'm glad he's having more friends. He did talk to Baylor, and that helped a lot, apparently. He was able to see more from his perspective. He was able to understand more.
That's good.
Anything you wanted to talk about? Like questions or anything?
if there was one thing you could change from your past, what would it be?
That. Okay.
Look, I don't really have any, like, generalized topics
I
about,
know.
so I'm just gonna poke. I'm poking you. I have 8 little pokers. And they're just all going.
Okay. So my initial thought process goes to the obvious one. And so I don't want to do the obvious one, but the obvious one is actually permanent, so, like, I don't do the obvious one. I would have listened more, but done more, if that made sense. So, when I learned about the overworld, I took my faction, I took my troop to investigate. There were some people that told me to be careful, to be cautious with it. But I was excited by the prospect of something new and different. So I led them through it, and that caused everything to happen. So if I was to do it differently, maybe I would have tested it out more before I committed. That was a crucial error.
Dip a toe rather than jump in.
Yeah, dip a toe rather than dump it.
Sleepy schmalls.
I did learn so much from it, though. Going in here, learning so many different things. Grass, green grass, so much shit. Iron, so many materials, different animals, everything. It was just this entire new everything. Coming back with all that knowledge, I foolishly should have thought that would be enough, but it wasn't.
Hmm.
If you were going to be anything other than a spider, what would it be?
But spiders are the best.
Yeah, here's the thing. That's not how the question works, but okay.
Well, it's hard to choose one, because, I mean, Okay, is this keeping in mind all of the hive structures? Or no?
Yes. Technically.
Dragonfly, then. Because if I was anything else, I would have been a mind-controlled slave, hopeless until saved.
Okay, let me put it this way then. If you were to be any other, anything other than a spider under the presupposition that you existed, that you broke everything out, that you would be freed. The fuck? Oh, that was
just fell.
Yeah. Freaking exos, dumbass. Jeez.
I mean, dragonflies are like the apex predators, and they can fly. Like, I wouldn't want to be anything that was a herbivore, or omnivore, even.
You're a carnivore then.
Yeah. So probably still a dragonfly, and if not, second closest mantid.
I do find it interesting that I never actually said stick with the bugkin, but you still did it.
Well, I mean, we're the coolest, so...
Understandable. You always have a bias towards your own people.
Look, I see way too many weaknesses in the other ones, okay? Like, why would I want to be like, I don't know, a snail? That just seems pitiful.
I love you picked a non-sentient creature. Like you didn't say snail person, you just said a fucking snail.
Well, it's, I mean, even if I was a snail person, that just sounds awful, just slugging around, doing nothing. Then some, like, I guess a sadistic person comes over with salt and it's just like, ah, look, I'm gonna pour salt on the thing. That's your life. I mean, on the other hand, they do sword fight with their penises.
I feel like every male creature does that at some point.
That's actually that they're neither gender. That's how they decide who is male or female in the mating couple. They literally genital joust.
I do want there to be a sentient species that decide gender by deathmatch. For me... See, the problem is I wouldn't want to be butt-kin because of what I know, but I guess you wouldn't be in the picture as that. Or would you?
Two entirely different questions if so.
If you were in the picture, I wouldn't want to be butt-kin, because then that would be a very different ballpark.
Yep.
If you were not in the picture, then... Honestly, I don't know a lot about butt-kins, so I wouldn't be able to know which one.
You'd be a beetle. I don't know if you'd want to be a beetle, but you would be a beetle. They're a bunch of battle-hardened, wise guys. Well, no, they're wise sages, not wise guys. Wise guys are like the ants.
Reminds me of when I met Vinny, he kept calling me a wise guy. Wise guy. So like kobold. Is a kobold a beetle?
Yeah,
So like kobold. Pretty cool dude.
kobold is chill. But they have like a whole focus on like honor and chivalry.
Is that respected?
Yes.
I mean, within bug beetles, I mean other species in the kingdom.
Some less so, but they're pretty much like they're like the older brothers of all the other types. Or grandfathers, I guess, if we're thinking about rules. Trying to gently remind people of the old ways. Except it's not exactly old ways. It's still pretty current now ways. It's just a matter of, usually they, end up teaching the youth. They're pretty eager about it. Like, you asked me if there's like any like actual proper schools in Buchan society. Not necessarily, but the closest thing that you would find is either the Mantic church, or like the Beatles going
Sure,
over.
right.
They're like, huh?
Is there a night order of beetles?
There is of mantids.
Well, that's more of a cleric thing or like priest thing. There. Like,
Oh no, it's paladins.
Oh. Order. Oh my god.
The
Paladin Order of Mantid.
they're like paladin monk combos, whereas beetles are like fighter monk combos specifically.
So, building off that, my specific question to you then,
Like samurai.
since you know more about types of beetles, if I were to be born a bugkin, not transformed, and born into, and that was me as I am now, which beetle type would you think I would have been fit to me the most?
You scream Hercules beetle to me. But that could just be because I'm way too used to looking at your snout. I can't imagine you not having a big ol' thing that flips people.
Be a unicorn. Do you have another question?
Scorpions are like the cowboys.
I know you told me a couple words in your language, like Syrian or Syrian, Syrian. I mean,
Syrian. It's like siren, but like Syrian. Hello? Hello?
oh, my, for some reason it wasn't working for a second. I said that, I said Syrian, or Syrian.
Mm-hmm.
But my question to you is, what would be the name for Star or Night Sky?
Someone who what?
Star or Night Sky?
Night sky, huh? This is hard. Because we didn't actually... When we made the language, not many of us actually saw the surface, you know.
That's fair.
So stars and sky and things like that are difficult to define. I don't think it's... It'd be more proper to say that they don't have any true words for that yet. But I guess...
Could make one, royal decree.
A royal decree of a word.
Go in front of the bucket and say, this is the word for sky now, and star now. Any other use of the word, head on the wall.
Gosh. I'd have to think about it properly then. I guess... Skeethos.
Skeethos?
Or night sky in particular.
So it would be, the way I would want to say it, would be, Skeethos?
Yeah?
You gave me one, I wanted to see if I had one. There was one in your language.
True. I understand. I'm not really... Jeez. You already gave me sympathy, you don't need to give me anything else.
I didn't technically try to give you sympathy, you just took it. But
Well, it was really
it was
good.
very good. It is really good. I understand why. But that wasn't my intention, it was just me saying it. This is my intention, I guess. I can still call you sympathy, symphony, if you want.
Those are good. I'll collect
Excuse
600 names from you.
Now, can you do me a favor?
Huh?
Can you type the pronunciation somewhere I can see? I don't know what this typing is, but for some reason I feel like it cosmically needed.
There.
Scorpions. Oh, and I already said that. They're basically the Wild West cowboy outlaws.
Any words you want to know?
What's night sky in yours?
Knock them, Kylim.
Well, that just sounds really cool. Nocten Kaifu?
Knock them, Kylium.
Nocten Kalium.
Yeah. Oh, Kylium. Yes.
Kalium.
So knock them, Kylium.
Octum Kalium. The alliteration in that is sick. What the fuck? That's Why am I jealous? That's weird.
You can always call you Arania.
Arania?
Spider.
That's pretty good, actually. It sounds like a name that we'd actually have.
What I find hilarious, though, is that for whatever weird friggin' reason, your head priest, in my language, means queen. Regina.
Huh.
So if I was going to call you Spider Queen, it would be Aranias Regina.
Does she know?
It's almost like they didn't really think about it.
They
They didn't know when they cosmically made it.
might not have, because that's high heresy.
Yeah.
And she's a mantis. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do, folks? What do we do? I'm kidding.
I might go to her and say, "Hey, why is your name Queen in my nether language?"
She might have. She might. You might break her. You might break her.
I won't do that. I'll let it's her people. I'll let you lead. If you want to break after her, you can break after her. Technically, at least in my understanding, she's not the one who named herself. So.
No, but holy shit. Are you sure it's not like a name of a queen?
No. Name Queen.
That's awful. That's awful. But funny. But also really not. But also really funny.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things where you can't really, cosmically punish her for that because it feels like.
Yeah. She just wanted to have a name that rhymed with Voltina. I don't think she knew.
It's also a common name. Common name. So people don't really think about the origins of it.
No. I think only a few people really go overboard and make like absurdly like matching names and definition.
Yeah, only nerds do that.
Yeah, only like over a dedicated yeah. Okay, anyway, your turn.
Oh, you want me to ask you a question?
Or something.
Oh, we want to keep doing the language thing?
Up to you. You might burn yourself out on it. It'll be hard to actually memorize things if you keep doing too many at once.
Though I'm memorizing important words. If I would try to remember other ones, but if I'm not going to commit them to memory, if you know what I mean. If they're not permanent. I'm not trying to steal. I'm not trying to steal your dictionary.
Okay.
Actually, it's a funny one. What is the Bugkin word for pig?
The Bugkin word for pig?
Do we even know pigs existed?
No. It would have just been. it would have just been. Which is, prey or meat. Sustenance.
So it's fa in with a V.
It's.
Oh, is the part of it a different
Yes.
word, a different letter? Oh, okay. That's actually slightly
It's
confusing.
very
Also,
hard to write down, is the horrible part.
That sounds like depending on if you're hit with your pronunciation, you might be calling someone your sweetheart versus prey.
It's, well, about that.
Yeah. It also is kind of
Click.
hilarious to me that. Yeah, I know. It's also kind of hilarious to me that the difference between sweetheart and prey is how much inflection you put into it, which actually kind of matches the anger.
Yes.
You're a very cosmically smart person. Also, it took me to this long to realize why cosmically you made the mantis order thing, because of praying mantis. I had to have to explain to me, and I lost my mind.
It took you that long?
It took me that long. I didn't make the connection.
But yes, bucking in general, when it's usually used in a positive light, it's more clicky. Like there's more clicky tones as opposed to like.
Is
Like,
there a word
like-
for friend?
Yeah? There's several words for friend, different types of friends. Because I guess we don't have a word for friend as you know it. There is ally, cohort, companion, trusted. We have a word for person who is not likely to kill me, but not necessarily close, for instance.
So that would be acquaintance, or
No, acquaintances are definitely on the will probably kill me list.
I'm assuming Sidian is somewhere on that list.
Obsidian?
Sidian. So,
Oh yeah, Sidian. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is on the friend scale. Eres voluntariamente.
your language is interesting. Seems to be mostly vocal, which is actually understandable considering. Correct me if I'm wrong. You didn't have it written. You don't have it written much. You don't write much stuff down, or if you do, it's very specific things.
We didn't necessarily have a universal written language until recently, no. It's pretty much a big old conglomerate of all of everyone else's spoken languages, but there's also whole entire other parts about it that you can't, well, maybe you could pick up on. Pheromones. Pheromones are very important.
I honestly don't know if there's a special smell that you need to have to smell pheromones, or is it the significance of how much you can smell?
Good question. Might require some research.
Because
At the very least, I know that bugs usually are detected through antenna, for instance, which is a very particular sensory device.
How do
But who
spiders
knows?
do it?
Hmm?
How do spiders do it?
They have. What is it called?
I skipped
You know, I'm not a
biology.
I'm not a biologist. That's Beasley, but I know there's a thing. They have a thing. Hold on. I'm not accessing my Google Drives.
What's Google? What's the drive?
Oh shit! I was right. We detect through our hairs. We smell through our hairs, bro.
Nice. Now we
Who
need
needs noses?
Oh, no.
Snotty.
Hey. Mine has tusks. They're at least double useful.
That is cool. You're not like a squishy human that is like just a delicate smell device that is way too easy to exploit.
Now, my question being, with the Google Drive thing, might need to look up how to smell pheromones, because I feel like anybody can do that. But it's about a sensitivity.
Maybe.
Because if it's the sensitivity of it, then I might be able to do it, which might open up a lot of things.
That's gonna take some deep diving research that I'm not gonna do right now.
Yeah. For some reason, I want to do this thing called a dab, but I don't know what it is.
Hold on. I'll demonstrate for you.
Wow, what is this dance move of the gods? You are a god, right?
I am a god.
Dance move.
Yes.
You just did dance move, so it's a dance move of the gods.
Yes, clearly.
Yes, it's only dance moves. When Gaia comes down for whatever perch tree she's in, she's first interaction she has is she's gonna dab.
Okay.
Hey,
Do your people have, like, a very significant greeting or like a handshake or something?
It's mostly snorts.
I can't do that. I don't have a nose.
So, for like this one would be that would be a common one.
Yeah, I can't do that.
No, you can't. And I might not be able to smell pheromones. We all have our weaknesses.
We'll see. Your turn.
That is my turn.
It is your turn.
If you were going to do anything differently during the unification, what would you have done? Knowing what you know now.
I would have helped people ease into making decisions easier. Better. Knowing what I know now, anyway.
What's the favorite color thing again?
Yes, that was my most favorite example because, it was that bad. They could not form opinions. They actually, some of them found it easier to die instead of form an opinion on something. Like they were desperate. They asked for me or others to choose for them. It was pretty intense.
That does sound intense.
At first, I thought maybe it wasn't a good thing to free them, but eventually everything kind of caught up. Although that might have keyed into why they are so obsessed. Sometimes I wonder maybe it's just that they just still don't want to choose. Although there are some species that necessarily never had a hive structure, so they never had to go through that. So they chose me one way or another. But it's still a thing I think about occasionally.
If they really chose anything, or they went from one to another.
Yes. I think they chose, though. I think.
I think, from what I've seen, I think it depends person to person.
That's fair.
I do think there are certain people that just went with the flow and went like, I was doing this, but now I'm doing this.
Hmm.
But I do think there are other people that made a conscious choice. Like,
A mixture of both, yes.
Yeah.
Then there are those who are no longer with us. Who, chose not to decide.
Neutral.
No. More like... The process of choosing an opinion was so strenuous on their brain that it caused a headache so intense that some of them just died from the processing of it. Or they chose to die. Whatever means that they found that.
That's a lot of death.
Yes. Yeah. Even worse so when we already had to cull quite a bit of it to raise through them. Although, when I got stronger, it took a little bit less effort, and I could just walk through and, well... Their poor little brains just... Some of them died, some of them just crumbled up on the floor, cried. It took a while to rehabilitate them. It took a while to figure out how to do it right.
I was about to ask, you said you wanted to do it easier. How would you have done that?
Instead of asking right away and making them choose, I would get them into a rhythm again. And then I would start things very simple. Like, I would present a food that obviously smells awful, and a food that's obviously better. And let them form obvious choices, like, obviously that is a food that you wouldn't want, so they would take the one that's obvious, and you just slowly, over time, build them up to making more and more complex decisions. Like, for instance, 2 equally good foods, eventually. Just different.
I was actually about to make that point, because technically that would lead him to a path if he did it obvious choices all the time.
Yes, no, it's a steady progression thing.
Incline. Yeah, incline. You're essentially training them to be themselves.
Yes.
Do you ever think empathy comes from experience? Do you think? Were you ever under a thrall?
No. Well,
I think that prevented
I guess
you
it's
from-
hard to know.
That's true.
Because you could argue that I'm always under one.
That is also true.
But under the traditional sense, no. I was always in control. There are others who tried, but they had very wonderful, surprised faces before I disemboweled them.
My question is this, then. Do you think that you would be more better leader if you did? If you broke free, but you also suffered through the same thing.
No. No, I don't think I would be.
Why not?
Because they would be different than who I am now. And I think the sum of my experiences is the best possible scenario. For them, anyway. I think if I was even slightly different, it would be a little bit, well, catastrophic.
I'm gonna be honest. I said this before. I don't think I would trust anybody with your ability. The fact that you're able to navigate that at all is not even a minor miracle. It's an actual miracle. fact you're able to have like any sense of connection with anything when you're literally surrounded by people that you can make feel the way you want to feel is honestly probably one of the most amazing things I've ever heard.
Well, it's nice to hear that instead of the usual, oh, she's a tyrant. She's manipulating them.
No. Let me put it this way. Let's say you and the Buckkin. Let's say you and the Buckkin are like on the surface like you are now, and you meet a human kingdom. I know humans are rare, but like let's say there's a human kingdom, and you talk to the citizens. They tell you they used to be smaller kingdoms until this sorcerer king came to power. He's very good, and he's very he helped us all. He's a very benevolent king. And then you talk to other people, and you start learning that he conquered the other kingdoms. And then you start talking to the lords, and the lords tell you, oh, he's a sorcerer, and his specialty is charms or mind control. But don't worry, he did it benevolently, or he broke us free. Would you believe them? With no context or no understanding of how it actually was. Just the end result.
I would be salty if I was the king, because I don't specialize in charms. I specialize in intimancy. The enhancement. And manipulation of bugs. But enhancement! I make everyone so much cooler! I know.
No. My question being is...
I get it.
Because I know for me, I would be incredibly suspicious.
Well, I mean, I would also be incredibly suspicious because humans can't be trusted with anything. They're greedy as hell. Always power hungry. Always trying to get one-up each other some way or another.
Literally, the only two humans I've ever met are Farmer John Oryx, and I don't know.
Farmer John is obviously an exception. He was around other cool races, so he picked up their cool cultures. That's the difference.
To be fair, I never seen human culture because I never seen a human kingdom. Humans are very rare around here for some reason.
Humans are the worst when they're in cities full of them. When it's just one on their own, they're fine. I guess. Their behavior changes. But the moment that they think that they are in the majority...
You know, the only two actual, like, how do I say this? Like, privileges that exist are majority and wealth, in whatever definition of wealth that is. It could be wealth in knowledge, wealth in material gain, wealth in land, wealth in strength, wealth. And then there's majority, which is you're a part of the majority of any context. So you can be in a group of 7 people where 6 of them are your family. You're part of the majority, you have that privilege. Or you can be in a group of 60 million, but 50 million of them are spiders. I do think that being part of a in-group always changes you. That's why outcasts are either reviled or revered, because they either are outcasts for good reasons or outcasts for bad reasons, and they have a perspective change. They're able to provide something that the in-group doesn't have.
Are there prince pigs? Or piglins?
Our society is divided into military factions, specifically bands, so technically the closest to a prince, or at least my understanding of learned common was dukes, but that's more of a king, sort of. Not really. It's a chieftain. At the same, it's a little weird concept. It's all one. Then there's miles, which are soldiers. Then there's myths. It's a very simple grouping, because piglins are pretty simple people. They're hardy, they're hardworking, they're very loyal to each other, but they tend to not branch out. Which is why, when you told me about your people, I was like, your people are about growth, change, moving forward. There's all these amazing qualities. I don't know. It's hard to think positively about my people right now.
Is there really not one thing you can think of that's positive?
The bonds of family, and bonds of the bastion are strong, and when you're a part of it, it empowers you. You feel connected, not in your way, but in like an emotional way.
A part of something.
And yes, and that feeling, you feel bigger than you are. I wish I had that again.
Do you feel small, Laura?
I'm feeling bigger. But I do think that you need people around you to keep you in check and to elevate you. Kind of like if you're a balloon, one's a weight and the other is helium, or whatever that is.
You have an airship. I think you know about helium more.
My airship is built on redstone and steam. How dare you? There's no such thing as helium in this world. I'm making a decree. I'm gonna message Minecraft Dad now. I'm the Lord of people.
Well, clearly what you needed to do first is learn that being small isn't a bad thing. It's actually way better.
When I mean small,
I know what you mean. I'm
small.
fucking
I know.
with you.
I know you're fucking with me, but that's how you know how you fuck with someone who's being overly specific? Be overly specific back.
I do that too. People always think that I'm not. They think that I'm like that I'm whooshed, but no, it's not. Anyway,
No, you're double playing them. They think they got you, you got them back.
What are the things that make you feel small?
My lack of family. The lack of people I can truly trust. Thankfully, at least the trust part has been slowly coming back. It's a lot better than it was when I first came here. When I first went to Smolderon, my trust was not even on my radar.
I sort of got that vibe from you. You were as prickly as I was.
I was a lot angrier.
Prickly.
Took a random meeting between, not like you random meeting was like the tilt, like the little weight that you put on the tilt that puts it over the edge, but the thing that like got it moving was this random meeting I had with Kit. I was in the middle of nowhere building my house because I wanted to be alone, and she just shows up. She's asked me who I was, what's going on, and I'm like explaining it to her, and then she wanted to get into my house, and I'm like, oh, you can come in because I was taught manners, and then she informed me that she couldn't breathe. I'm like, oh, okay, and I immediately go to build something for her, and then I'm like, why am I doing this? And it felt good. Built a little trade hut. She came in. She asked me for Blackstone, and I said, I need a fishing rod to feed myself. That's how we met.
Lulu, thank you for the 36 months. You crazy guy. I appreciate you. Hi,
I
friends.
went to town. I was in town before, but I started talking to people more. At Belvin, I got so angry. Yeah. I went around asking people if they ever seen a fucking falcon. No one knew what the fuck the falcon was, so I'm just calling bullshit on this fucking chicken. And they all decided to go to this place called the Swarm. No idea what the fuck that was. So I was like, okay. I met you.
I'll have to give Pippa thanks later then.
She's a very weird individual. She's from a tribe of sea folk, deep sea folk. She's both incredibly intelligent, but also very savage. And she has a hard time understanding certain things. But when she gets it, she gets it. So.
I mean, that would be the hope, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, she's not an idiot by any means. Like, she's not Spock. You need to explain to her like 30 different times if you.
You just gotta nail it once, and then it's good.
Nail it once, and it's good. And she did the thing that I wish every subordinate did. I know you would know this. Act independently, but within the same mind as their leader.
Yes. Fuck.
It is a blessing to find a soldier that is able to do the thing that you know you want to do without you even asking.
It's perfect. I have a whole swarm of that. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, well, you kind of have a cheat code, but okay.
Yeah, well, it's almost like they've got lore written down that they have, like, to abide by.
Yeah, it's almost like this is a cooperative.
It's really good.
Video game that for some reason the RP that you made lends really well to doing this thing. And it kind of made you really strong for some reason.
I mean, that and randomly running into
like
other
working
folk
together.
too, but I mean, hey, you know, hey.
But yeah, I mean, he introduced me to several of her friends. She made friends with these golems. Then she made friends with Baylor. And she introduced me to them. I started going to raids with them. We all became friends. And then she tells me, hey, you want to make a group together? And it's like, yeah. And then decided to make a guild. I'm surprised they voted me leader.
It's not really surprising at all, honestly.
You know who was this
People
other
can
person?
smell leadership. Yes?
It was Kit.
Wait, I'm sorry, what about them?
The other person that was running, the other person that really wanted their side to side, it was Kit. What made me fully trust her was when she lost, she wasn't angry. That's why I knew her interests were in herself.
It was in the best for the group.
Yeah. Which is, yeah.
It is blessed.
Yeah.
What are you spitting? Is it from an arrow pointing
You want
at
to read
me?
the you want the read arrow? Read the arrow.
I have to take it out, I think. Ha! I mean, you maybe should.
He cosmically introduced me to this thing called RP, and then now I have a hard time dropping it. So
Yeah, and funny how that happens. Despite
Yeah, it's
you,
very
Mister,
weird.
complaining about people doing super long one-on-one talk sessions.
okay, here's the thing. There's a different quality of it. Like sometimes people just talk your ear off about stupid shit, and you're like, shut the fuck up already and leave. And then other times you're talking about real cool shit, and you just want to keep talking.
Uh-huh.
I know you know this already, but I'm just saying.
Now you're starting to understand. You're starting to believe.
You need sunglasses for that, otherwise it doesn't work.
What? I don't. I can be cool enough without them.
Yeah.
Well, I could ask more cool things.
You could, but then it would be very late. So
Say the word,
No.
man.
okay. The word.
Where are you sleeping?
Yes, he is sleeping.
No, I said where.
I'm sleeping here, literally here.
Okay, fine. Well, I'm getting over there. Snugglebug.
Snugglebug.
Snugglebug. This bedbug does in fact bite.
Only if you ask, very nicely.
Yes.
Okay. That was interesting.
Poggers. Poggers? Poggers.
Poggers.
Poggers. Swarming? We're swarming? We're swarming?
Swab.
We're swarming?
Swab
We're
is-
poggy?
Yeah.
You
Oh my
went-
god. This is why was we give someone who is an actual fan of the thing to actually ask questions. So, unlike AA, he would actually ask you specific questions about the fucking race. 'Cause I want to know.
Yes, no one in A cares about the pumpkin butt. Except for like one person, it's like stuck. Specca when she was here, Sedge.
Sedge.
Other people are just like, oh, they're evil, and they just write it off. I'm just like, no, you fools! You fell for the trap!
They do evil shit.
Yeah.
They're pretty fucked up in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
They're not.
but-
They're also really not fucked up in other ways.
Yes.
It's a sign of a good writing. So
What's this? Having a society that's compelling and has flaws, but is also super progressive? Hmm. Hmm.
I like that I touched on the Queen's racism when it came to humans. And she very gently started fighting you on it.
Yeah, she was biting back a little bit. But the good news is that she wasn't just like, she wasn't yelling at you. She was just like very just like, nah, humans are just,
What would
humans suck,
happen
TM.
if I made this exact character, but he was human?
She would be very inwardly angry, outwardly angry at herself and him. She would probably be taking out a lot of her anger on him because she wouldn't know what to do with it. Because at the very least, most of her emotions are positive. I mean, like, he's undead, which she hates, and she's also like a squishy thing, which is, I mean, She already hates the
Yeah.
people who's got skeletons on the inside, but at the very least, they never did anything horrible to her personally. And she hates humans for a very
Yeah.
personal reason. It
I
isn't
will
just
say
because
that's-
they're humans.
I will say this. I did clock when she said, I think I said this before, I did clock when she said ew with Brain the first time she heard about her.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
But then she started to warm up a little bit to Bray, but only because Squire was
It's
friends with him.
interesting. It's interesting that she didn't, like, make the connection between him being
Nope.
dead.
Nope.
Yeah.
Because she
He
genuinely
clocked
didn't
it,
think of
like-
him as one.
Yeah. He clocked it, but he let it go. If he kept doing it, then he would have brought it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, she was, delightfully oblivious. You just smell bad because you're a pig, obviously. There's no other reason. There's no other reason for that. There's no other reason.
Oh, yeah. Wait, did you mention his spell in here yet? He's alive yet. Oh god, it's the ring girl.
Oh no, I don't think she directly mentioned his scent here, no. But she, or did she? Fuck, she might have. She might have. I don't remember though.
Yeah, I don't remember you. That's what
I know that she would have at least thought it. I just might not have verbalized it because it would be a very stark difference. It's like, oh, this is appetizing.
Also-
Let's go.
I also love that no one that is currently watching has no context of why the fuck we're here. It's great.
Not at all. Not even the slightest.
And they're not going to have any context outside
Nope.
of that this is a place.
Haha, try and meta this. Ha!
Freaking god. Hey, but you got genuinely remiss about things. He talked about his first contact, which was kind of hilarious in retrospect because he was very different. Like the way I played him was so different. He was like shaking, like talking to Farmer Johnny. Every time Farmer John would step towards him, he'd step back. Immediately just
I noticed that he was very, that was actually something I picked up on. Like, immediately, I was like, oh, wait, he doesn't like it when people are close to him, but he doesn't give a shit when I get close to him. That means that we're friends. That was something that she internal was like, yeah. Mean pigman, funny, sassy pigman, hell yeah, let's go. I'm gonna get on his head and we're gonna double team on Melvin, let's go. Let's go.
No, Nevin.
Mevin, yes, Mevin.
Yeah, he takes all the L's.
It's so funny because he's actually, or I don't know if he still is, but he was worshipping her.
He probably is. He's worshiping Buckkin ideals, which is interesting.
Oh yeah, that's
Which
gonna
technic-
be delicious.
Which technically makes him probably a better candidate than Savak.
Not
if
as-
he joined the swarm. He's like because
He'd
Savak is
actually
reject-
get along quite fine in the swarm because he's kooky enough for us to be like, hell yeah,
Yeah, and
hell
he
yeah.
actually- weirdly enough, he's actually competent in what he does, and the one thing he does, which is scouting, he actually does that very well. So he does his one job very well, which is what
Yeah.
other folk can do.
That's what we need. We just need one job. You got that one job. You do that one job. Nothing else. Nothing else. We don't really care what you do in your private time. Just
And
don't
since-
embarrass us.
Yeah.
Nodders.
And since he, ironically, he doesn't embarrass people. He just embarrasses himself.
Yep. Which is, I mean, he isn't Bugkin either, so that wouldn't be as much of an issue.
No, I'm saying
Sorta
if,
like why-
if you swapped him with Savak, if he had a Buckkin arm, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, well, I mean, I think the difference is that he's like, he's able to, how would I say? He knows how to laugh at himself, which is important.
I'm gonna say this as the many conversations I had with Melvin, because for some reason he keeps coming to the character for advice. He laughs at himself because that's the only way to hide the pain.
Poor baby.
Yeah, he legitimately is like, he told me, like, oh, I started laughing because then people are less mean.
Oh. Baby.
and I can't react that way as Orem, but like out of character, I'm like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, no. The queen genuinely wouldn't care enough either.
Everkey, like, he's an incredibly likable person. It's very hard to hate him.
I know.
So like, oh god, as a new person, like new RT person, I felt so fucking bad.
Mm-hmm.
I made fun of his dead parents, dude. Come on,
bro.
Or I told him his parents are dead. I freaking quit his job. I told him his mother was, he didn't know his father. His father wasn't actually his father, the one he admired. And then actually his father.
God.
So much fucked up shit.
But that's why the queen liked it.
Yeah, I know.
It's so funny. She even liked. The funny thing is that she actually likes Melvin.
This character has a weird mixed feeling of Melvin. He is incredibly frustrated with his entire existence, but at the same time, he's kind of like a Nigel in the sense that he's very hard to hate.
She likes him a lot, but he has a very specific like from her where she really likes to fuck with him.
Yeah, he's good at punching back.
Oh yeah. But he's not a good teething tool, which is a good sign.
Who would be a good teething tool?
Are we talking like nibble on them while they're alive, or like I hate you so much I'm gonna eat you?
Nibble along with it alive, because I'm pretty sure the queen.
That's you.
Oh my god. Technically you can, because you can't break his skin.
Yeah, I know, but that's why it's good for teething.
Yeah, just like queen mad on his head. He's like, she's really mad. He's like, can you calm down? He just sticks his hand up. Fine, he's just hanging off your hand.
You know that one like anime meme where there's like someone who bites someone on the finger and they're just like wiggling it up and down and then just look at their body is flailing.
Yeah.
That picture. That he just doesn't like have any reaction.
No, because he's used to pain. It takes a specific amount of pain or a specific amount of people to get a reaction out of it, which you technically got more reaction out of it than anybody so far because of the ear thing. he was actually feeling that a lot.
Territory game.
I literally did that because I agreed with you. Character, when this is a long time ago where you talked about how you like character with specific like weaknesses. Because so I was like, okay, well, and then obviously the ear thing is very like common for animal people. So, God. By the way, freaking Regina thing.
Bro. What do you do?
I'm gonna tell her that.
Samsphere, thank you so much for the 30 months full streak too! My god, thank you! More blocks to break. We're swarming?
Like,
we're pogging?
How do you navigate that, like, legitimately?
I have no idea, bro. I have no idea.
That's just an OOC mistake, I'm assuming. Unless she's like...
I don't think that she knew.
Yeah.
Oh my god, did I do it?
I'm free.
What?
There were shortcuts that like opened up that like fucked with my like shortcuts. Oh, I'm sorry, my like my numpad shit, and like it annoyed the shit out of me.
Yeah, I had to do that for I think it was R. Or like V. It was V because V opens up your inventory, and it was also the voice activation.
Yeah, that's the easy one. It was fucking 0 for me.
Oh, you gave me 64 Prismarine shards.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Whatever, Bren. Whatever.
It was cool. The funny thing is, the scene that we did was pretty cool because we were essentially all working together to make a fucking train. Yeah. Now we can just make fucking trains. That's gonna be cool. You're gonna see a lot more trains, by the way, because a lot of people were holding themselves back.
I thought it was just that people thought that they were, like, not good.
Oh, there are a lot of people that don't think they're good, but also at the same time, Riptide.
Riptide!
Yeah. So a lot of people were holding themselves back because they didn't want to, like, step on people's toes at RP-wise. Which, to be fair, like, okay, so, like, Kit, as a character, specializes in conduits. Why did you join my frame?
Oh,
frame.
I didn't, whoops. I forgot there was an item frame out there.
Arm's gonna have a fistful of soup because of you now.
No!
I'm kidding, I'm not gonna do that. I'll be dumb.
BM me.
What the hell does BM mean? I understand in context was.
Bully mode? Maybe?
Oh, you don't even. Bad manners? Someone put in chat.
Yeah, it's bad manners.
Yeah. Also, why was the queen staring at the floor after she killed the bird? Like, for like a solid, like, 30 seconds.
She was yum, yum, yum.
We weren't hearing that noise, we just saw you just staring like this.
Oh, yeah, I realized there was a problem, and I had to get the soundboard prepared. Because I realized that if I wasn't selected on, like, the specific soundboard type, then it didn't matter if I did the shortcut, it wouldn't appear. So I was like, oh shit, where the fuck was it?
That's why I was like, Queen? Like, that's us. UK?
I was like, yeah. Delicious. Hunt. She hates birds,
that.
by the way.
I noticed. I love that everyone's reaction to you eating in front of them. Immediately, like, oh. He's like, okay. Like,
It was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, she's just like she's like shoving herself into the rib cage, like just
God,
full on.
Oh my god. God. Okay, I have a question. I'm not uncomfortable with spiders at all, but just the thought of a spider being inside like a turkey, like a double hand-sized spider being inside a turkey, just eating the inside out of it, and then just like poking their legs out. That actually makes me slightly uncomfortable. Thinking about that, it's a little weird. No, would that be weird to you if you saw that?
If I saw that happen in real life, I would think that it's like an alien parasite. But thinking of Perez to it fills me with a morbid joy, which is in particular because she started eating that way for things that were bigger than her because of the joke of her name.
Yeah, parasite.
Yep.
Which I need to look at the parasite. The parasite's a Latin-based word, because then that'd be funny.
Maybe. Most words are Latin-based in English.
Well, yeah, because, okay, the English is a weird language because it's a combination of Germanic, Anglo, and Latin-based languages, but...
They just took words from everywhere and just like, this sounds good, okay, we keep...
Yeah, that's why...
We keep...
And it's called common, because it's common languages.
Yeah.
Let me...
By the hands of God, you've thought about taking someone's life.
Oh,
Tell me,
stop.
what is your design?
Parasitos.
Parasitos.
Yeah.
Also,
Interesting.
don't you have to go to bed?
Yes, but talking... God.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
If you're not doing icy, you're doing OC.
Yeah, I know. It's very hard not to stop. It's fun. Okay.
I'll give you a sign.
Oh yeah, we need to put a sign up here saying they were sleeping here. In case some random fucking maniac
Somehow fucking finds it, yeah. And I will literally call Meta on the spot. I'll fucking swear to God.
I have a question. How would that be meta? Like, how the fuck would they?
I don't. I just My god.
It would literally just be happenstance at that point.
I will still scream meta at them. Just to make me feel better.
Probably depending on the person, they might actually be like upset. They'd be like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry."
No. No, no.
Yeah. Like if it was fucking like, God, can you imagine randomly Scott is mining in the Nether? Gets lost. He gets lost. He's like, "Where am I?" And it's on this huge crimson forest thing, or huge bastion thing. And he digs down, and he just ends up here, and he just sees this fucking sign. And I'm like, all that work.
I don't need that image, man. I don't need that image. That's fucking terrifying.
God. Okay.
Alright, anyway, go to bed.
Yeah.
Go to bed. Go to bed. Good night.
I'm gonna go to bed very dapper.
Yes, good night.
Good night.
Okay. That was a fun day. Crab game with my people. We're swarming. We're pogging. We're pogging. We're swarming. We're swarming. We're swarming. We're pogging. We're swarming. We're swarming. We're swarming. We're pogging. She literally never told him to wait for her. So that's his problem. Ooh, red streaming. Oh my god! Oh my god, oh my god! Oh my god, he's actually streaming? There's like this wholesome old man who plays RuneScape and he streams and he's so good. He's so good. Keemstar like accused this guy of something fucking horrible and he didn't do anything and Dude, it's this guy. It's this guy. I caught him streaming. I'm gonna rate him. I'm gonna rate him. He's so wholesome. He's so wholesome. He's so good. He's an old man playing RuneScape and streaming it. I fucking love him. I love him. Be nice. Be kind to him. Give him all of the sugar.
I know exactly how that little guy feels. Hell yeah.
All right. Good night, everybody.